This is the Show Up Show, helping coaches, service providers, leaders, and entrepreneurs to master showing up to build their brand, authority, and grow their business. Whether it's showing up on social media, in front of an audience, on a live interview, or an actual stage, this podcast is going to help you overcome visibility fear to confidently brand yourself as the authority in your industry. I'm Joanne Chan, aka the Confidence and Visibility Queen, and I am on a mission to share how I went from a nobody to the confident leader I am today, what I have learned, and what I have done to build my brand and business from scratch, and help you do the same so that you can make an impact in the world with the meaningful work that you do. Whether you are new to the business world or feeling unsure about public visibility, or you want to be seen and heard in a way that doesn't feel icky but authentic to you, you will discover how to become visible in your own unique way and show up as the confident entrepreneur you have always dreamed about becoming. Now, it's time to get you show up and be confidently visible so you can easily attract more clients and opportunities for yourself. How many of you have spent time and money learning all the different types of marketing strategies only to find out that they don't work for you? How many of you just getting started and you have no ideas where to start? How many of you want to find your best path to online visibility so you can put yourself in front of your ideal clients consistently without the anxiety and overwhelm? If you said yes, then this episode is tailor-made for you. Welcome back to the Show Up Show, where we dive into the do's and don'ts on building your confidence, visibility, and brand authority in today's social media dominated world. And today's episode is all about helping you find the best path that is uniquely yours on social media. If you're an online coach or entrepreneur struggling to juggle all the different types of social media platforms out there, create content to stand out, we'll uncover the challenges that you face and why generic marketing strategies just won't cut it. So let's dive into the heart of the matter. As online coaches and entrepreneurs, we understand the uphill battle in the world of marketing. Not to mention that it's an ever-evolving landscape, and there's no end if we just keep chasing the trends, the algorithm, or the new app, the new technology, the new strategy or tactic to get clients online. Social media is exciting, but it can also be overwhelming. And sometimes making your voice heard or getting noticed seems nearly impossible, and it feels like you're shouting into the void. From capturing the attention of your ideal clients to communicating your message and sharing your services, I know the struggles are real. How many of you can relate to this? So today we are going to break free from the chaos and find your unique online presence so you can easily navigate in the social media world and establish your brand authority that is unique, captivating, and irresistible. And most importantly, speaks to your ideal clients and build the know, like, and trust factor. But first, let's debunk the myth that generic marketing strategies are a one-size-fits-all solution. Having been in the industry for so long, I know it's easy to fall into the trap of adopting the same tactics that everyone seems to be using and thinking if everyone is using the same strategies, it must be working. The truth is, what works for person A might not work for you, and what works for you might not work for them. And the bigger truth is, you don't even know whether it's working for them or not. You wouldn't know. Because here is the problem. We were taught to believe marketing gurus who had massive success with the strategies they teach because they have a large audience, they have a huge email list, and they have ad budgets and a team to leverage. But if you do not have a large audience and email list because you are just getting started and you don't have a team to put together an ad campaign, let me ask you, would the strategies they teach get you the same results they have had for their business? No, right? Because you are not everyone else. You are an individual with a unique approach, unique personality, unique life experiences, and value to offer. So embracing a personalized strategy is the secret to breaking free from the masses and connecting genuinely with your audience and making you stand out in the crowd, period. Not following some cookie-cutter common approach or tactics. I want you to know your journey to online visibility and building your own brand is as distinct as you. So embrace your voice, embrace your stories, your individuality, and authenticity. And this is what I'm truly passionate about and how I am helping other female coaches and entrepreneurs. So in this episode, I'm going to show you how to create and find your best path to online visibility without the struggles and overwhelm, so you can just show up and be you. Confidently be you. I want you to imagine this as a path that you are crafting from the ground up. One that is woven with your strengths, your talents, your personalities, and your passions. So now let's go through those essential steps that will lead you to the best route of online visibility. The first step is simple but not easy. It's to identify your strengths and your weaknesses. Your strengths are those skills that set you apart and you are naturally good at, and acknowledge your weaknesses. Why? Because you know what are the things that you do not want to do. So you can double down on your strengths to accelerate your results. When you spend time trying to refine your skills and overcoming your weaknesses, you are wasting your talents, you're wasting your strength. Well, I'm not saying we shouldn't be improving ourselves. That is not what I'm saying. It's about the 80-20 rules. 80% of your time should spend on exercising your strength and leveraging on what you are already good at in order to strive and stand out when it comes to marketing and branding yourself. And 20% of your time and effort you should spend on striving to improve yourself, your mindset, and your skill set. Because when it comes to your online presence, your strengths are the vibrant threads that catches the eye and captivate your audience. Like my clients, they have been telling me, when I ask them, why did they choose me as their coach, not somebody else? They always tell me, it's my energy, it's my personality, it's how I show up and my confidence when I show up. That is truly music to my ears. So I want you to pause me here and I want you to ask yourself and I want you to write it down on a piece of paper. What are you truly exceptional at? It could be your storytelling skills or your ability to simplify complex concepts or connect with people, or you are really good at making short form videos. These strengths will become your guiding stars as you navigate the social media world. But remember, acknowledging your weaknesses is just equally crucial as you know exactly what not to do. Then you get aligned with collaborators or other people who complement your skills. So this is the first step. This step is all about self-awareness and honest assessment and understanding yourself, understanding who you are, and it sets the stage for a strategy rooted in authenticity and self-confidence. Just think about it. How would you feel about yourself when you focus on your strengths? How would you show up when you are in flow? How would you show up when you are in your zone of genius? Now, step 2 is selecting your preferred modality. Are you a natural in front of a camera? Are you most comfortable and confident expressing yourself through the spoken word? Or, you just like to speak like me and you speak a lot? Or are you a wordsmith that loves writing and you find your creative sanctuary in crafting written content that reads stories and ideas? I can never write, Actually, it's not true. I used to be writing a lot back in my high school when I was still a teenage girl. I would write novels, I would write stories, and one of my biggest visions is to write and publish my book one day. So that's not true. I could write, but at this stage of my business, when it comes to marketing myself on social media and showing up, connecting with you, I love being on camera and making videos. It makes me come alive. This is why between having a podcast and having a blog or newsletter, I prefer podcasts. However, there is also a third option. If you don't like being on camera, you don't want to be on camera all the time, and you also don't enjoy writing, maybe your voice finds its power in the realm of audio. The good news is you can always start an audio podcast where you are able to reach your audience, your listeners, through your tone, passion, and presence. Like people always tell me, I have a radio voice. And most of the time, including me, we just plug in our earphone and we listen to podcasts. It's actually one of my favorite things to do, to go on a daily basis, to go on a long walk and listening to podcasts. Podcasting is truly what I love. So finding your preferred medium and start with the modality that you love the most will infuse your content with authenticity and make it resonate with your audience on a deeper level. And the best part is you will love showing up for your audience. You will love showing up for your business and for yourself. So now again, pause me here and take some time to reflect on where your heart gravitates and where your skills truly shine. Let's decide on your modality of choice before we move on to step number 3. And now, once you have decided on your preferred modality, the third step is sculpting your niche and perfecting your message. Your niche is your playground. It's where your expertise meets the needs of a specific group of individuals. Again, don't cast your net too wide. Instead, zoom in on a niche that aligns with your passion and knowledge. Ask yourself truthfully, with integrity, who can you help? It's not who you want to help, but who can you really help? And are you clear on their needs, their aspirations, and their pain points? Having this clarity will help you resonate more profoundly with your target audience. And let's not forget your message, right? Your messaging is key. It's your online narrative. Before anything else, you need to know what do you want to talk about. Whether you're starting a podcast or you're starting a blog or a YouTube channel or on your social media, what are the topics that you want to talk about? What do you want to share? You heard a lot on this podcast, right? Consistency, consistency, consistency. And you always hear me repeating the same thing over and over and over again. Why? Because consistency is key. So you want to choose one topic, like the one thing that you want to talk about for the next 3 years. If you want people to perceive you as an expert, the expert, then you need to define what is your area of expertise. What do you want to be known for? If you can only be an expert in one thing, what would it be? So by crafting a message that resonates deeply with your niche and constantly sharing how your expertise can help them and adding value to your chosen industry, you are creating a magnetic force that draws your ideal audience to you. Because without a clear niche and a clear message, you will not attract the right audience. And you will not attract clients who will pay you to help them solve a problem. Because a confused mind never buys. And here's one more tip for you when it comes to clarifying your niche and messaging. If you realize that you are attracting people who are not your target audience, it means you are giving out the wrong message. So tweak your messaging so you are only speaking to the right audience that you are uniquely positioned to serve. Now, once you have a niche and your messaging dialed in, it is time to develop your tailored visibility schedule and commit to showing up consistently. Over time, this will not only reinforce your presence and brand authority, but also build the trust with your audience. But first, let me ask you a question. Have you ever found yourself in a conversation with someone and it's not really a conversation because that person just keeps talking and keeps talking about themselves? Wouldn't you just want to find an excuse to get up and leave the table? The thing is, this is what most people are doing on social media today. So I don't want you to make the same mistake. I want you to think of your online presence, your social media, as a conversation, a continuous dialogue between you and your audience. 3 words: engage, engage, and engage. So please establish a visibility schedule that you can realistically commit to. Be realistic. If you're just getting started, take small baby steps. Because the last thing that I want for you is overwhelm. So maybe it's going live once a week in your group, or it's a weekly blog post or regular podcast episodes or 5 social media content every week. Once you have your schedule, stick to it. Rain or shine, show up no matter what. Like for the past 2.5 years of me podcasting, I have not skipped a single day or week of publishing my episode. Never ever. For the past 2.5 years, I have published 115 episodes as of today, every Wednesday at the same time, even if I'm traveling, even if I'm sick, even if I'm out running errands. Yes, it's a commitment, but the result is so worth it. Showing up consistently fosters familiarity, build trust, and signals to your audience that you are here for the long haul. And there you have it, a guide to finding your unique path to online visibility. Each step I share with you is a building block that contributes to your online presence and brand authority. And together they create a strategy that is uniquely yours, that showcases your strength and you as an individual that can know, like, and trust. Remember, the online world is your canvas. And remember that embracing your uniqueness is your superpower and it is what truly sets you apart. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment below, and I am going to open up my calendar this month to meet some of you. I'm offering 5 30-minute confident visibility strategies call for free. So if you want to take the next step with me and dive deeper into what I shared with you here today, or figure out together what is the best visibility strategies for you and your business, I will be happy to connect with you on a call. So send me a direct message at my Instagram at Joanne Chan Coaching to book the call today for free, and it's limited spots, 5 spots only. So on a first come, first serve basis. So don't miss this opportunity to connect with me. Thanks for being here today. And until next time, keep showing up. Success doesn't show up for you until you show up and pursue your own success. Thank you for listening to the Show Up Show with me, Joanne Chan. If you want to create more confidence, visibility, and authority in your business, send me a message on Instagram at JoyanChanCoaching. DM me the word show up, and I will send you my free signature training, Visibility Creates Possibilities, that you can watch right away to start exploding your visibility today.